Good evening. You're watching the English news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, the Supreme Commander, receives a cable of greetings from His Excellency the Inspector General of Police and Customs on the occasion of Royal Oman Police Day. The Public Authority for Social Insurances inaugurates the introductory directory for systems of social insurances and braille services. And for the first time since last 2 years, Oman oil price reaches close to $66 per barrel. Those are the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, the Supreme Commander, has received a cable of greetings from His Excellency Lieutenant General Hassan bin Mohsen Ashriqi, Inspector General of Police and Customs, on the occasion of Royal Oman Police Day, held on every 5th of January. In his cable, His Excellency the Inspector General of Police and Customs said that he is honored, along with the affiliate of Royal Oman Police, to forward to His Majesty greetings and best wishes on this occasion, requesting Almighty to renew this and other happy occasions as His Majesty to enjoy good health, further happiness, and Oman and its people with continued prosperity and growth. The cable added that the Royal Oman Police, as it continues its development and modernization in all sectors and formations as per wise vision, it is proud of the level it reached and works to apply its capabilities and potentials to serve Oman and its loyal citizens. As the affiliates of the Royal Oman Police celebrate their auspicious annual day, they are aware that all great efforts put up by His Majesty give them a great responsibility of preserving it, and determination derived from His Majesty, making them vigilant to protect His Excellency the Inspector General of Police and Customs prayed to Allah and endow His Majesty with good health and happiness every year, to His Majesty and all to remain in well-being. The Sultan's government, represented in the Ministry of Finance, signed 2 memorandum of understanding with the Saudi Development Fund within the framework of development program of Gulf Cooperation Council countries to fund the projects of infrastructure development in Special Economic Zone at Duqm, as well as the project of establishment of a fishing port in Duqm. The first memorandum is on providing necessary funding for the completion of the second part of the main road project number 32 from the center to the south of Duqm, with the distance of 13 kilometers. The second memorandum is related to providing 61 million Omani riyals for funding a sea fishing port project in Duqm. The 2 memorandums were signed by His Excellency Darwish bin Ismail Al-Blushi, Minister responsible for Financial Affairs. On behalf of the Saudi Development Fund, they were signed by His Excellency Engineer Yusuf bin Ibrahim Al-Bassam, Deputy Chairman and Managing Director of the fund. The Public Authority for Social Insurances, in cooperation with An-Noor Association for the Blind, inaugurated the introductory directory for the systems of social insurances and braille services. The inauguration coincides with the World Braille Day, which falls on the 4th of January each year. The directory will provide screen reading service through transforming writing into audio. This initiative came within the framework of the authorities' keenness towards this category, as well as their role in the community's development. In addition to the necessity to spread awareness about the laws of the social insurances, as well as to acquaint the blind category to their rights and duties. The latest medical developments and spreading awareness among the society about the breast cancer topped the topics of the first International Breast Imaging Symposium organized by the Medical Services of the Armed Forces. The symposium, which witnessed participation of a number of surgeons and doctors from inside and outside the Sultanate, discussed ways and mechanisms of diagnosing the tumors through using diagnostic radiology, UV rays, and MRI. It also reviewed the cooperation between different specialists, doctors, to achieve the accurate diagnosis for the disease. Her Highness Sayyida Dr. Muna bint Fahad Al Said, Assistant Vice Chancellor of Sultan Qaboos University for International Liaison, presided over the seminar. Discussing a number of matters of common concern were reviewed during the meeting held at Muaskar al-Murtafa between Lieutenant General Ahmed bin Harith al-Nabhani, Chief of Staff of Sultan's Armed Forces, and Major General Walid bin Falih al-Dhahri, Commander of the Peninsula Shield Force. During the meeting, they exchanged points of view and cordial talks. Major General Walid bin Falih al-Dhahri, Commander of the Peninsula Shield Force, paid a visit to the Sultan's Armed Forces Museum in Bayt al-Falaj. During the visit, the guest toured the museum and got acquainted with the manuscripts and historical miniatures that highlight the Omani architecture. He was also briefed about the development stages of the Sultan's Armed Forces under the prosperous era of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces. At the end of the visit, the guest expressed his admiration of the ancient military heritage in the VIP register. Discussing matters of common concern and exchanging points of views were the main topics in the meeting between Lieutenant General Ahmed bin Harith al-Nabhani, Chief of Staff of Sultan's Armed Forces, and General Hassan Chaudhry, Commander of the National Defense College in Bangladesh, within his visit to the Sultanate. The National Committee for Civil Defense organized an introductory meeting on National System for Management of Emergency Cases, as well as organizational principles and procedures of the system. The meeting was held at the Police Command in the Governorate of North Baltina, with the attendance of a number of police officers and military bodies. The meeting aimed to spread awareness on proper management of emergency cases, as well as increase the knowledge and expertise of the participants in this field. It also focused on the unified response system, proper leadership and planning, as well as specifying duties and responsibilities of the sectors in this aspect. The event also witnessed some practical training sessions on dealing with emergency cases. Still to come, your news bulletin. A ceremony to distribute the third edition of Oman Ambassadors Award is organized in Muscat. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. North Korean authorities called out tens of thousands of people in Pyongyang to make a show of support for Kim Jong-un's New Year's address. In spite of the winter cold, elderly rows of people lined Kim Il-sung Square to listen to speeches from senior officials of North Korea's ruling Workers' Party. Kim Jong-un did not appear to be in attendance at the event. A passenger train collided with a truck in rural South Africa today, killing 4 people and injuring dozens of others and bursting into flames. Passengers, some of whom were reportedly heading home after the holidays, was seen with their luggage on the side of the road near the wreck. Rescue group ER24 said about 500 people were hurt. Photographs of the crash site between Hanneman and Kronstad shows that part of the train had derailed and power lines were damaged. A large vehicle was upside down beside a train carriage that appeared to have partly crushed another smaller vehicle. Heavy rainfall in recent days has flooded parts of western Germany. Along the lower reaches of the Rhine, water levels were predicted to continue to rise until tomorrow. In Lustdorf, a village on the Rhine between Koblenz and Bonn, swans swam freely in flooded roads. Ships along the busy waterway near Cologne have been ordered to reduce their speed and remain in constant radio contact with the authorities. Snow fell and piled up quickly before dawn in Long Beach on the New Jersey coastline today. Yesterday, it dumped snow on Florida's capital, Tallahassee, for the first time in 30 years. Meanwhile, massive winter storm is moving up the U.S. Atlantic coast towards New York City and New England. The storm began in the Gulf of Mexico, first hitting the Florida Panhandle. The National Weather Services say there could be wind gusts up to 90 kilometers per hour, where there are blizzard of warnings. Boston could get up to 14 inches of snow, and a wave of bracing cold is expected to follow the storm. The storm is the product of a rapid and very sharp drop in barometric pressure known as bomb genesis or bomb cyclone. Back here in the Sultanate, the visits of Finland newspaper journalists describe the Sultanate as the pearl of the Arab region, and that it is a rich country with natural sceneries and archaeological sites. The newspaper advised the tourists in various world countries to put the Sultanate as one of their touristic destinations, pointing out the tourist attraction sites in the Sultanate, starting from Strait of Hormuz to beautiful beaches, deserts, caves, high mountains, wadis, historical sites, as well as small villages and with customs and traditions. It's also pointed out that the Sultanate in the last weeks of January enjoys a moderate atmosphere, ideal for visiting the country, especially Muscat City, that has a number of landmarks such as Royal Opera House and Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque, in addition to some events like the Muscat Festival. Getting closer to $66 for the first time since the last 2 years, the Oman oil price March 2018 delivery reached $65 and 56 cents per barrel. According to Dubai Mercantile Exchange, Oman oil prices rose by $1.37. The average price of Oman oil January 2018 delivery reached $60.79 per barrel, thus $5.19 higher than price of December 2017 delivery. The Ministry of Education organized a technology exhibition to acquaint the visitors with the latest updates and services in technological field provided by the ministry. During the last period, the ministry also launched a number of smartphones applications to facilitate the educational process. It came within the framework of the state institutions' approach towards Digital Oman project. The event shed light on a number of applications used by the Ministry of Education to find a social contact environment in this field. It also stressed on the necessity to activate the e-services in various sectors. The Omani Students Advisory Council in the United Kingdom organized a ceremony to distribute the third edition of Oman Ambassadors Award. The event, held in Muscat, was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Saeed bin Hamad Al-Rubai, Secretary General of the Educational Council. Our reporter Saleh bin Khalfan Al-Rahbi has more details in the following report.
The youth are the foundation of any nation, and they are presented in every occasion. Hence, to spread the culture of mastery between the Sultanate's students abroad, the third edition of Oman Ambassadors Award came to emphasize the role of Omani students in representing their home country.
This awards discovered a lot of students who are really having this kind of hobbies, and also encouraging the students to come together to participate, and also to exchange, in fact, ideas. I believe this one made good progress in the last 3 years. And this event and this festival here for this event gives more encouragement for the students.
The award aims at honoring students' creative work, achievements, and initiatives, in addition to appreciating the leading student societies abroad.
A lot of hard work has been putting into this award. The other categories are such as the art, the art side as well, the poetry as well. But in fact, we have more organizations around contributing to the evaluations, which is really great. Those scholars have been putting a lot of effort into such an amazing prize, and finally, this is a really good outcome. I really would like to thank everyone who was behind this, and in fact, to thank the students as well, who have put a lot of effort, in fact, studying side by side and doing the work.
We are happy to win the prize of Omani Ambassador, and actually every person who is studying outside of Oman is ambassador of Oman and must show Oman on beautiful picture.
It is worth mentioning that Oman Ambassadors Award is the first of its kind allocated for students studying outside the Sultanate. It was established in 2015 by the Omani Student Advisory Council in the United Kingdom. This award will further ignite Omani students' activity abroad and motivate them for more creative roles in the near future. For the Sultanate of Oman Television English News, Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi, Muscat.
The Mizpah Council in the Governorate of Dhofar, in its first meeting of the year, discussed a number of topics. It reviewed establishment of a center affiliated to the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth, as well as development of municipal works and services. The meeting also focused on establishment of kidney dialysis unit with necessary equipment and qualified medical cadres, in addition to enhancing health monitoring on foodstuff in school canteens. The Council also came up with a number of recommendations regarding the works on its agenda to develop in the Governorate. With the aim to enhance fish purchase movement in the Governorate of Al-Lahira, works are continuing in the fish market project in the Wilaya of Ibri, which is financed by Petroleum Development of Oman, PDO. The market is built on an area of 3,000 square meters and will include equipment for cleaning and cutting fresh fish and a special showroom for wholesale. It will include retail selling outlets, an ice factory, display tables and fish cutting tables, in addition to a coffee shop, restaurant and other utilities. Now for the general forecast around the Sultanate. Clear skies, clear to partly cloudy skies prevail over the coastal areas of the Sea of Oman and Governorate of Musandam, with chances of scattered rains. And the rest of the Sultanate will have clear skies with chances of low clouds and fog late at night and early morning over the governorates of North and South Sharqiya, Dakhiliya, Brahmi and Bahira. Winds will be northwesterly light to moderate and seas will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1 meter. This is the Sultan of Oman television. Before we tonight's bulletin, here the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, the Supreme Commander, received a cable of greetings from His Excellency, the Inspector General of Police and Customs on the occasion of Royal Oman Police Day. The Public Authority for Social Insurances inaugurates the Introductory Directory for Systems of Social Insurances and Braille Services. And for the first time since last 2 years, Oman oil price reaches close to $66 per barrel. And with that, come to the end of tonight's news bulletin from all of us here in the newsroom and the studios. Have a good weekend. Good night.